First, let me be really clear what this announcement is. This is the biggest announcement in North Wales for a generation. It's a small modular reactor at Wilfa in North Wales. That will be 3,000 jobs, and we start next year. And that's partnering with Rolls-Royce, so hugely important. But alongside that, there's another announcement, which is the AI growth zone, which is going to be here in North Wales as well. The two will go together. That's another 3,500 jobs, and it's fantastic to be at this college. These are 16 to 19-year-olds whose future will be in these projects. So a really important announcement. So far as the US is concerned, I'm really pleased that on the state visit we agreed to work more closely on civil nuclear, and it's not an either-or. It's not an SMR or wider nuclear. We're going to do both. So this is a win-win situation and a very, very good day for North Wales.
An advisor of yours decided to brief against one of your cabinet colleagues. You say that was unauthorised. That makes it sound like you've lost complete control of your Downing Street operation. Why don't you sack the person who was responsible for attacking one of your colleagues?
First, let me be absolutely clear that any briefing against ministers is completely unacceptable. That's not a new position for me. It's a position I've adopted ever since I became Prime Minister, and I made it very, very clear to my team. I've been talking to my team today. I've been assured that no briefing against ministers was done from number 10, but I've made it clear that I find it absolutely unacceptable. If it transpires...
You're saying it didn't come from Downing Street?
I've been assured it didn't come from Downing Street, but I'd be equally clear that whether it's this case or any other, I intend to deal with it.
If it didn't come from Downing Street, where did it come from, and will you sack the person who is responsible?
Well, I will absolutely deal with anybody responsible for briefing against ministers, cabinet ministers or other ministers. I've always said that's the standard that I expect, and that's the standard that I will enforce.
There's a lot of anxiety in your party about the budget and the local elections in May. Do you accept that they need to go well for you to retain the confidence of your party and the country?
What I accept is that we were elected on a manifesto of change, and we have to deliver change. That's why I'm really pleased to be here in North Wales with this announcement today, because previous governments have come in relation to the nuclear project here with a promise that something might happen in a year or two or three.
I've been speaking to Labour MPs for the last few days, and they are looking at those two things, and they are questioning your leadership. What is your message to them?
Delivery is really important, and that's why I'm really pleased to announce today that this is happening. Many, many jobs for this part of the world, for the young people here. And in answer to your question, it is the change that people voted for when they voted at last election. I'm deeply aware that we must deliver that change, and that's why I'm really pleased to be here today making this announcement.
Prime Minister, do you still have confidence in your Chief of Staff, Wes Streeting?
So of course I do. I work closely with my whole team. Our focus is on working for the country and making announcements like the announcement we made here today.